Go.
Okay, so you guys scooped up all kinds of points for answering questions. Now you're going to scoop up even more points for asking questions. Because remember earlier I said when you came to a Pampered Chef party, you got to learn about 3 things. You got to learn about our products because we were cooking together. And then when Mel held up that thing, you learned about all the stuff that you could get when you have a party of your own. And now, what do you think the 3rd thing is that you get to learn about? Remember?
The business.
Yeah, you get to learn about doing what I do. Yeah, exactly right. 5 points for you. So, first of all, show of hands. How many of you came here tonight because you're looking for a job? Go ahead. Show of hands. Anybody? Anybody? Yeah, nobody. 20 years I've been doing this, and one time I had someone raise their hand. I know nobody comes to a Pampered Chef party looking for a job. However, they say that 50% of Americans are looking for additional income. So probably 4 or 5 of you fall into that category. But guess what? Half of everyone you know falls into that category. And I was a referral to the Pampered Chef. So if you're all set, think of someone that you know that might need something like this. Do you guys know what the average cost of daycare is in the state of New Hampshire for a child under 2?
About $12,000 a year.
About $12,000, yeah, about $1,000 a month, exactly. Do you know what the average student loan debt is for a New Hampshire student graduating from a public college?
$40,000.
$65,000.
I was going to say $60,000 first.
Yeah, exactly. So think about, if you're all set, think about people that you know that could need something like this. So for the next couple of minutes, you can ask me anything you've ever wondered about the business. If you think to yourself, I've never wondered anything at all, well, I suggest you make something up because you are going to get 25 points for every business-related question that you ask. Okay, and if you're wondering, what should I ask? Well, you could ask me, how many parties I do. You could ask me what's the most I ever made in a night or in a month. You can ask me anything. Now, I'm going to say ready, set, go. I need to see some nodding heads when you've got a question ready because I hate to say ready, set, go and have there be nothing. Because after all, it's called the lightning round. Good. I see some great nodding heads. Okay, ready, set, go. Yes.
How many parties do you do?
That's a great question. Michelle, I do about 10 parties a month, but you know what? That's what fits for me. When you become a Pampered Chef consultant, you are your own CEO of your own business. So you can decide how many parties is right for you. Good question. Yes, Lisa.
How much do you have to invest?
That's a fabulous question. If you guys take the catalog and flip it to the inside back cover, you'll see that we have 3 kits available. The basic kit is that $109? $109?
There's a
In the middle one there is.
Oh my gosh.
The basic kit, $109, $450 worth of products. So show of hands, how many of you spend more than that in the grocery store? An average week. Yeah, and 4 days later, what do you have to show for it? Right? Not much.
Empty fridge.
Meals of bread,
and ketchup.
You know my joke. And now you pointed out that in that middle kit for $159, is that what it costs? $159. It's $650 worth of products, and there's a rock rock in there. Yeah. So if you decide to give the business a try, and you want a rock, hey, even if it doesn't go well, and you just do a couple of parties and decide it's not your thing, look what you've done. You built your kitchen. So great question. Next. Yes.
What's the most you've ever sold in a month?
The most I've ever sold in a month, about $14,000 worth of products, and I make about 30% commission, so you can do the math as to how much. And you might think, oh, it's a lot. It was 11 parties, okay? 11 parties, which means I had 20 days off. So yes.
Is it really hard to, get bookings from people? I mean, does Pampered Chef supply you with the people that you go out and do bookings for?
No, they don't. But, most of us start with family and friends. And then those people fill the room with the next group of people who have mouths, who have families that need meals, and they have kitchens in their homes. So one of my first parties was my sister. And you think, of course, I know my sister, right? But she invited all of her coworkers, none of whom I'd ever met before, and 2 of them ended up scheduling parties. And then you go to do their parties, and they invite their family, friends, and coworkers. So for every person you know, they probably know 20, 30 people you've never met. And then it goes from there. And you saw what our hosts get, right? Mm-hmm. So I find an average of 2 to 3 people per party want to have parties at a time. Yeah.
How do you train people?
Oh, once you order a kit, we just pat you on the back and wish you luck. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm not just a consultant and a recruiter. I'm also a trainer with the Pampered Chef. Yeah, and anybody who signs up, you get a trainer. And on the website is fabulous training that you can access 24/7 whenever the time is right. So our training is as flexible as the business itself. And as a trainer, I'm no one's boss, but I'm here to help people reach the goals they set for their business. That's a really good question. Yeah.
So how much do you have to spend on buying products?
That is, I love when people ask me this question. After the kit, I tell them, with what comes in the kit and the cost of the kit, if you can go to the seat cushions of your couch, lift it up and grab a fistful of pens, everything you need is right there in the kit. And in the first 3 months of your business, in addition to commission, you earn these wonderful things that we call Pampered Chef dollars. And you can earn them unlimited. So you can, it's for basically, for every 2 shows that you do on average, since the National Chef Show average is $641, for every 2 shows that you submit on average, you get $100 for free products of your choice in addition to the commission. So yeah, we can get products for 0 out-of-pocket cost, which is fabulous. Yeah. So I got time for one more question.
How much can you make?
How much do you make? You know what? The opportunity to earn money is absolutely unlimited with the Pampered Chef. We can do live shows. We can do virtual parties. Some consultants do nothing but virtual parties. Most of us do a hybrid business. We do a little bit of each. You can build a team and become a manager with the Pampered Chef. And unlike in corporate America, we have to wait for someone to die or retire to get a raise. Guess what? If you want a raise with the Pampered Chef, you can give yourself that raise anytime. And you've got a personal trainer to help you with every step along the way.
But how much can I make? I mean, like, I know that I get the starter kit, but I would just kind of like to know what an average paycheck would look like.
Well, it's really up to the individual and how many parties they do, but I will tell you that the national show average is $641. As a brand new consultant, you make 20 to 25%, which means you'd be looking at about $125 to $150 parties, excuse me, $150 per party. Then you multiply that by how many parties you want to do. Do you guys know the what the average number of shows a consultant submits in a month?
No?
How many do you think?
4?
4? Yeah. 2.
Really?
Yep, just 2. Because most people who do this business are doing it alongside a full-time job and children, and very often school and other challenges with life. And they do it because, you know, it's totally, you can make a significant income. What would you guys do with an extra $300 a month by doing 2 parties a month? Would you take a trip maybe that you could never take before? Maybe buy a new car?
Yeah, pay off my car.
Yeah, pay off a car or get a new car. A lot of people put it toward their student loans. People who are getting married say, oh good, I'll set that aside, that money aside each month, get new products for my new kitchen and set aside money for the wedding. Anything you want to do for your business to do. So if you are even slightly curious, I encourage you to talk to me after the party so that you can get some information. If you're like some people and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I wonder if I'd be any good or anything like that, you know what? You're not signing to your life away. All you're deciding is, hey, do I want to get one of those kits? And hello, 75% off retail. And maybe put my toe in the water and try a couple of parties. That's it. And if you do those couple of parties and you decide it's not your thing, it's okay. You haven't failed. You just have successfully discovered that this isn't your thing. But you are going to have a kitchen full of Pampered Chef products and some cash in your pocket. And that's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, who knows? You tell me what your dreams are and see if